It is clear from the film that Leonard Shelby is not consciously faking his inability to form new memories. His reaction to Teddy's revelation about the death of his wife and her assailant indicates genuine surprise, and his plan to frame Teddy relies on his future self not only being sincere in his quest for John G., but also being unable to remember having framed Teddy at all.
My wife wasn't diabetic.
You sure?
The key to understanding Leonard's condition is the Sammy Jenkins story. Leonard makes it clear that he did not believe that Sammy was faking, but rather that his condition was psychological and not physical.
I need to know what you honestly believe.
I believe that Sammy should be physically capable of making new memories.
This is a strong indication that he's speaking about himself and not about Sammy Jenkins. Sammy was involved in a minor car accident and appears to have suffered only minor injuries. It is unlikely that he would have such a severe psychological reaction to such a minor incident. Leonard's wife was raped and he himself suffered a severe blow to the head, making it more likely that he was suffering from post-traumatic stress. It is also highly doubtful that Leonard would have killed his wife with insulin if he knew she was tricking him. What is clear is that Leonard has significantly rewritten his life history, altering facts and learning them by repetition. Leonard tells us that the difference between him and Sammy is that he, Leonard, responds to conditioning. In telling and retelling the modified Sammy Jenkins story, Leonard manages to alter his long-term memory while forgetting that he ever did, similarly to the way that he framed Teddy.
Like your police file. It was complete when I gave it to you. Who took out the 12 pages?
You, probably.
No, it wasn't me. See, it was you.
Why would I do that?
To create a puzzle you could never solve?
This demonstrates that Leonard is, in fact, capable of forming new memories, or at least modifying old ones, via conditioning by repetition.
Remember Sammy Jenkins? Remember Sammy Jenkins? Great story, gets better every time you tell it. So you lie to yourself to be happy. There's nothing wrong with that. We all do it.
From this, it is clear that while there likely is a physical basis for Leonard's condition, it stems equally from psychological denial of his own guilt. It's more convenient for him to imagine himself as an aggrieved husband avenging his wife than as her dysfunctional killer.
Now, where was I?
The overriding question in Inception is how much of what we see is real and how much is a dream. While we can be fairly certain that the sequences presented as dreams truly are dreams, which, if any, of the sequences presented as real truly are real? The film ends with a puzzling and some might say frustrating non-answer to this question. When Dom is reunited with his children, he spins the top and we see it falter but not fall before the screen cuts to black. The theories for what really happened extend from the hard real theory, which has the story playing out according to the face value interpretation, to the hard unreal theory, which has the entire film being a dream. In between, there are varying degrees of soft unreal theories suggesting that the film starts out real, but then stays in a dream after one of the many sequences in which Dom goes under. Of these soft theories, the softest is that the film is real up until the moment the team begins the inception of Robert Fisher, and that the entire rest of the film, including the landing of the plane and Cobb's reunion with his children, is a dream. Nolan clearly wants us to consider at least this possibility. The strongest case for the hard unreality theory is made by Mal when she asks Cobb if it really makes sense that his life seems to unfold like a movie plot.
No creeping doubts. Not feeling persecuted, Dom. Chased around the globe by anonymous corporations and police forces. The weather projections persecute the dreamer. Admit it. You don't believe in one reality anymore. So choose. Choose to be here. Choose me.
On one level, this is a wry play on the similarities between the suspension of disbelief experienced by a film audience and the suspension of disbelief experienced by a sleeping dreamer. This similarity is also referenced in the training scene where Dom reveals to Ariadne that they are experiencing a shared dream. Dom challenges Ariadne to recall how they arrived at the cafe where they are talking, but she cannot. Neither can we, as the film cuts directly to the cafe scene from the scene prior to it.
Let me ask you a question. You never really remember the beginning of a dream, do you? You always wind up right in the middle of what's going on.
I guess, yeah.
So how did we end up here?
Well, we just came from the,
Think about it, Ariadne. How did you get here? Where are you right now?
We're dreaming?
You're actually in the middle of the workshop right now, sleeping. This is your first lesson in shared dreaming. Stay calm.
Here we see that the sense of consistency we experience as a film audience is similar to the sense of consistency we have in dreams, where unimportant details are ignored in favor of narrative flows which meet our expectations.
I've always hated this carpet. It's stained and frayed in such distinctive ways, but very definitely made of wool. Right now, I'm lining polyester. Which means I'm not lining my carpet in my apartment.
Another parallel between dreams and film is the similarity between Cobb's team and a film production crew, which consists of actors, set designers, stunt coordinators, grips, and directors all working to create a convincing artificial world. The question of what is real and what is not in the film is a puzzle that deliberately has no answer. This is because the question of what is real is not ultimately important in the film. If Cobb is not dreaming at the end, then his life has been repaired. If he is dreaming, he will soon awake with a cathartic acceptance of the death of his wife and a strengthened resolve to be a good father to his children. Ultimately, it is Dom's clinging to the memory of his dead wife and not his legal troubles that have kept him from being the father that he should be.
We grow together.
But we did.